Welcome to my channel, everyone. Today we're going to make some very special cookies. Cookies that you will find really amazing. First of all, we have some butter, 2 cups of sugar, granulated sugar, and packed brown sugar, which smells really amazing. I advise you to use really well-made sugar with a lot of flavor. This one really smells good. Then we have some chocolate. I like to use Belgian chocolate because also it gives really good taste to your cookies. And the chocolate is of really high quality. Then we have some flour, all-purpose flour at best, some baking powders, and some salt. And finally, we have our 2 eggs. In our stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment, we're going to add our butter, cut into cubes. I have left my butter in the fridge until the really last minute. You really want them cold. Then our granulated sugar and our packed brown sugar, which, as I said, really smells amazing and will give a lot of flavor to your cookies. I'm going to put the stand mixer on a really low speed, at the lowest speed that you have, for about 1 minute. So as you can see, now the sugar is around our butter. It's been about a minute. I'm going to turn my stand mixer off. As you can see, the sugar is all around our butter, and that is what we want to see. The sugar must be more, your butter will be a little bit smaller. It will be like nuggets. I'm going to add my chocolate, which really smells also really good, and always on a low speed. I'm going to let it go for about 45 seconds. Don't forget to scrape down the sides of your bowl every time you add an ingredient because it will allow it to be well mixed in the end. Now I'm going to incorporate our salt and baking powder into our flour and mix it. You can mix it with a whisk or a small fork, as I do. It's just because we don't want the stand mixer to mix for too long. So this step is going to aid the stand mixer not to be working for too long. Okay, so now it's more or less incorporated, and now we're going to go with our stand mixer. And now I incorporate my dry mixture into my bowl. And as always, on a low speed, I'm going to keep this going for about 30 seconds. So as you can see now, it's well incorporated, everything is mixed. So now I'm beating my eggs, I'm whisking them with a small fork. It's the same thing as the flour. It's in order for the mixer not to mix for too long. We don't want the mixer to mix all the ingredients for too long. And as we can see, now it's done. So now I'm going to add my eggs mixture into the bowl. And put it on a low speed. Okay, so now we can see that everything is well combined after we added our eggs. And now we can start doing some bowls, so our cookies. So my cookies are going to be about 80 grams big. 81, it's perfect, and now I'm going to shake them. So you don't want to touch them too much. Okay, so now that my cookies are shaped, I'm going to leave them in the freezer to be cooled down. You can keep them in the freezer for about 4 hours if you are in a hurry, but I advise you to leave them for a little bit longer, for a day. You can store them in the freezer for about 1 month and just keep cookies in there, and if you want some, just take them out of the freezer and bake them. Okay, so now for example, you have some guests at home, or it's the afternoon and you want something for tea time, you can take your cookies out of the freezer and bake them. So my oven is at 180 degrees and you're going to keep them there for about 14 minutes. It can vary between the oven, so just keep an eye on your cookies at the end of the baking time. So it has been 14 minutes and now my cookies are done. You can see they're well done. And now we're going to let them cool on the rack for about 10 minutes. Then we will wait about 5 minutes on a plate and they will be ready to eat. They really smell good. I assure you, your house will smell amazing after you have baked some cookies.